matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Tulsa Golden Hurricanes, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Tulsa will kick off and we'll get this game started. A rather underwhelming start as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty.
Okay, ready?
Motion from the wide receiver. Reads it, fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top.
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Golden Bears want to move quickly.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Makes the grab. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Looking for more room.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get.
Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Comes back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. Let's talk for just a second here about Tulsa. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Throws to the tight end. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Listen, a lot of time tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
The offense changing the play. He wants to take the top off. Pulls it in down the sideline. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes the easy completion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Get it out on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
To the air on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off play fake. He's got him this time. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Little touch pass to the receiver. Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Cal! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They took it 68 yards on that drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Snags a quick pass on the left. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
So now it's second and long. Trying to get the edge on the right. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the first. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. If this offense had a little extra time to think about it, let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. The D thinking brings some heat on third and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
From the gun, the ground game. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Makes the grab, and he's brought down after a nice gain. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. Touchdown, Golden Bears. And they turn it into a defensive score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tulsa offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David. Yeah. There he goes. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, this secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
Looking to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Ferguson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's exactly your job when you're a defense. You know, they're going to make throws. They're going to make catches. I got to get them on the ground. I got to limit the yak, the yards after the catch. Nice job breaking on the football, getting the wide receiver on the ground.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's...
They'll try to get him on the fake. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning.
You're just trying to change the ebb and flow of the game. You're trying to get some of this momentum back, so you go fake punt, and you can't get it executed. It just backfires in their face.
Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets rid of it. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and the receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Looking for his man in the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Wants to go up top on first down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Bringing the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Unloads to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a first down, and they've got to show this urgency.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Running behind that left side. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd. Under fire. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. They'll send the back in motion. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. This time on target. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive.
Touchdown, Cal! A great catch and run for 6.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. He's got it wrapped up. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Golden Bears will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
On third down, he drops to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Inside the 35. Breaks into the open. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, we'll have a shakeup in the MAC standings this week. Check this out. USF put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Bulls had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the MAC.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They go to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take the ball.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Got to like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Finds a man in the middle. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. He makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this... Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wants to go up top. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
The Golden Hurricane needing a big play to keep this drive going. Got it looking for a 1st. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Under fire. Got his man quickly. He's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for Tulsa.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Tulsa trying to power ahead on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Over the middle into traffic and complete. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Tulsa trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. Working on the right. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Swings it out to his running back. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
He had a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Trying to punch it in. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll run play action. It's complete on the right side. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tulsa. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Sometimes people put too much stock in a higher-ranked team is supposed to win. Looks as if that's going to happen thanks to the passing game in this one.
Yeah, they've got weapons, and we've seen that in the early part of this season. Speed on the outside. When they've got one-on-one matchups, they take advantage of it. And they're making a statement here today, Dave.
Yeah, when you do it against elite competition, your ranking starts to climb. The belief starts to climb. The pressure will climb as well, but this is a good statement day for this team.
Leaves it with the back. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And after the short run, the clock hits 0, and we are all wrapped up here.